Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2021 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4, as well as learn about the features, interior, and specs. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The Cayman GT4 looks as aggressive as you'd expect from a Porsche with the GT moniker. LED running lights above large openings in the front bumper help lower the focal point of the front end, while adaptive bi-xenon headlights are complemented by a subtle black accent ahead of the hood opening. Further down the profile, 20-inch GT4 specific wheels are shod in Michelin semi-slick rubber and fit perfectly with the Cayman side air intakes. At the rear, a large wing is the center of attention, joined by LED taillights and a massive rear diffuser housing a pair of functional exhaust outlets. When the Cayman first arrived on the scene, it was berated for being just a hardtop Boxster. In the years since, it's been lauded as one of the purest driving machines around, and the GT4 was the ultimate expression of a chassis balanced perfectly by the engine it deserved. A 4-liter flat six that produces 414 horsepower and 309 pound-feet of torque is certainly worth talking about, especially when the GT4 plays in an exclusive sports car category that's also home to the BMW M2 CS. As a fully fledged Porsche GT developed car, the Cayman GT4 is no longer considered a wannabe performance machine, but is instead a bona fide icon. Has it supplanted the 911 as the ideal sports car? Maybe. The GT4 was a new addition to the 718 Cayman range for 2020, so not much needed updating for the 2021 model year. Nevertheless, there is one big change. When the GT4 was launched, it was as a manual-only model. However, for 2021, Porsche has broadened the car's appeal by offering a 7-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic transmission. This improves the accuracy and quickness of shifts. Be that as it may, we're still going to build and price a manual. So what should a proper sports car interior look like? In my opinion, it should be focused on the driver. Simple, ergonomic, supportive, and with as little to distract you from driving as possible. Porsche seems to be of like mind, resulting in a steering wheel that is nearly unique for its complete lack of additional functions beyond changing your direction of travel. A classic tachometer rests front and center of your field of vision. Between the steering wheel and the cluster, there's also a 4.6-inch digital screen to the right, but this can be configured to only display performance info too. The interior materials are all of high quality, but are chosen more for their benefits on a practical level than luxury. Overall, the cabin is glorious for the driving enthusiast and a barely tolerable cocoon for those who want to see modern tech. The 2021 Porsche Cayman GT4 is a relatively practical super sports car. In the front, you can store 5.2 cubic feet worth of light shopping, while the rear luggage compartment can manage 9.4 cubic feet, enough for a weekend's light luggage. In the cabin, you get a pair of cup holders, some small door pockets, a decent glove box, and a little center armrest storage too. However, there is also a little bit of space behind the seats where you might fit a handbag or a laptop case. The 2021 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 comes in one trim level and has a starting MSRP, a starting price of $101,200. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2021 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. Real quick before we get started, I just want to remind you to take a look at some of my other related build and price reviews. I've put links in the description below. I don't really exactly have a car that competes directly with the GT4, but I have some that you might be interested in if you like the GT4. For instance, I did a build and price review of the 2021 Audi R8 Spyder V10 Performance. That's sweet. I really prefer a hardtop, but the convertible's nice. I did the 2021 Porsche 911 Turbo S 992. Now that is a honey of a car. And yeah, I guess maybe the GT4 doesn't probably replace that. Not for me. And then I also did the 2021 BMW Z4. Obviously, that's a little slower than everything I've just mentioned. I did in the very sporty M40i trim, also as a convertible. Still a nice little car. I like BMW products. So after you watch this video, make sure you watch all of those videos. Okay, so before we actually jump over to the configurator here and, choose our exterior colors and all our options and everything, I want to do a few things. I want to go over the features, and you see they have different tiles here. like design and aerodynamics, transmission, chassis, and all that. I'd also like to take a better look at the gallery. I did look at we did use some of these gallery images during the intro, but they're beautiful, and I'd love to go through all of them with you, so we're going to definitely take a look at the gallery images. But first, I want to tell you how this video came about. I was on Craigslist looking at cars like I often do, looking at Porsches like I often do because I really like Panameras. But I came across this 2016 Porsche GT4 for $89,000, and it is just absolutely amazing in carmine red. Unfortunately, they didn't post any pictures. These pictures don't do the car any justice. It's only got 8,400 miles. So I thought, hey, you know what? What is a new one running? And I want to spec out one. I really like it in the carmine red, so we're definitely going to do carmine red. Okay, so we could actually do a 360 virtual look around of the exterior and the interior of the 2021 GT4, so let's do that. So yeah, we can spin this around here and get a good look. We can't move it up and down, so we can't really, oh, it's doing it for us, so we don't even have to worry about it. So yeah, there's a good look around. We got a nice shot of all the aero. This car's got a lot of aero scoops and wings and rear diffuser, beautiful tires. So yeah, that's the 360 of the exterior. And now here we are on the interior, and this is really nice, very nice. Look at your door pulls there, just in material and cloth. Windows, you got your contrast stitching, even on the doors. Got your seats. Everything looks good. It's a little big in there. Can we zoom out or anything like that? No, we don't want to do that. Can we come out? I guess that's as good as it gets. We can't get a better look at it. So there's the interior. It looks pretty good. It looks quite good, actually. Super chunky steering wheel. This one they're showing with the manual gearbox, although PDK is available this year. Okay, so let's get on with these features, and we're going to also do the gallery. And so what I thought is maybe we might combine the features and the gallery at the same time, and here's why. Because when you click on these, Porsche just has a lot of boring paragraphs, and you don't want to look at that, and I don't want to look at that while we're doing this. So maybe we'll look at some gallery photos, and I'll give you the cliff notes on all these different categories. So let's go over these different categories of features while we take a look at the gallery simultaneously. We'll start with the 718 Cayman GT4 concept features and then move from there. I'll put up a little thing so you know which features we'll be talking about next. Okay, let's talk about the GT4 concept. The GT4 is the perfect sports car for those who like to push the limits. And for those people, Porsche has fitted this 718 Cayman GT4 with a naturally aspirated 4-liter flat-six engine that makes 414 horsepower. There's a 6-speed manual transmission as standard and a big rear wing. There's also a serious rear diffuser, a hardcore aero kit, and GT3 technology for the chassis and interior. The aerodynamics concept of the 2021 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 has been honed to produce optimum tire contact pressure. There is a front spoiler lip with an additional spoiler in front of the wheel arches that provides aerodynamic downforce on the front axle. Air curtains in the front fascia minimize the air turbulence created on the wheels, and the air intake grills are equipped with a honeycomb-style surface which offers less drag. The rear is dominated by the fixed, now single-piece wing with integrated side blades and supports in aluminum. The wing provides downforce on the rear axle and correspondingly high traction, not just when cornering. The two black tailpipes of the sports exhaust system are positioned clearly further apart, creating space for the diffuser. No visual frills, just super sports car technology, which produces very fast airflow at the rear underbody and therefore even stronger negative pressure or 40% more downforce on the rear axle than the previous model. Horizontally opposed engine, naturally aspirated, positioned centrally, 4 liters of displacement, 6 cylinders, 414 horsepower. The engine generates 29 more horsepower than the previous model. The maximum engine speed is 8,000 RPMs. The maximum torque is 309 pound-feet, and that's available from 5,000 RPMs to 6,800 RPMs. If you opt for the PDK transmission, You get 317 pound-feet of torque and launch control. The standard transmission on the GT4 is a 6-speed manual transmission that's fitted with a dual mass flywheel, and its optimally tuned gear ratios bring the higher output of the engine directly to the road. New this year is the PDK transmission option. It's your automatic option. If you don't want to shift your own gears, you can go for the PDK. And they claim that it's even more sporty. Then there's the Porsche torque vectoring, including rear differential lock, which improves the dynamic performance. When the car is driven assertively into a corner, for instance, brake pressure is applied to the inside rear wheel. Consequently, a greater amount of drive torque is distributed to the outside rear wheel, almost pulling the car into the corner. Steering response is improved, agility is increased. The 20-inch alloy wheels of the 718 Cayman GT4 are painted in satin platinum, optionally available in satin aurum, satin black, or silver colored. Their size, 245/35/20s up front, and they're 8.5 by 20s up front. You got 295/30s out back on a 20-inch wheel. That's an 11 by 20-inch wheel. There is also a tire pressure monitoring system. The GT-specific sports steering wheel has top center marking and black spokes, including inlays. Race text on the steering wheel rim and on the gear lever ensures good grip. In addition, the materials used for the door pulls and the door panels, the lid of the center console storage compartment, as well as A-pillars and the roof lining. The seats of the 718 Cayman GT4 also reflect its sporty appeal and come in Sport Seats Plus, Adaptive Sport Seats Plus, and full bucket seats. 6-piston aluminum monoblock fixed calipers at the front and 4-piston units at the rear with red finish. The brakes also have efficient ventilation and cooling for high stability. The optionally available Porsche ceramic composite brakes, with their particularly large brake disc diameter, offer even greater braking performance. The 718 Cayman GT4 is fitted with bi-xenon headlights with integrated LED daytime running lights as standard, and the Cayman is fitted with advanced airbag technology and the Porsche side impact protection system. The optional chrono package boasts even greater functionality to include a special performance display, which gives you the ability to display, store, and evaluate recorded lap times, and in conjunction with Porsche communication management and navigation module, including Porsche Connect, the Porsche Track Precision app enables you to measure and evaluate your performance in even greater detail. On the racetrack or on the road, Porsche Connect expands the existing vehicle functions of the 718 Cayman GT4 with smart services and apps. Porsche Communication Management is your central control center for audio and communication. In its latest generation with mobile phone preparation and audio interfaces, it also features a high-res 7-inch touchscreen display, enabling easy control of the majority of in-car functions. Thanks to real-time traffic information, the optional navigation module, including Porsche Connect, gets you to your destination quicker and offers you numerous Porsche Connect services. Okay, let's jump into this build and price now. We're over here at the Porsche configurator. We're going to spec out our 718 Cayman GT4. First thing to do is to go over these exterior colors, but let's go through these images they have real fast. See what angle we want. That's a nice shot there. That is a super nice shot. Cool from the top. And of course, you got a couple of interior photos. Let's go ahead and do that side shot. So we got a standard color here. It's a no-cost option. Your standard color is white. You also have a standard color black. These are all no-cost options. Guards red and racing yellow. Then you got some metallic colors. They look to be $650 a piece. You've got Carrera white, GT silver metallic, frozen berry metallic, and Genetian blue metallic. There's also these special colors here. This color here is called chalk, and it costs $3,500, $3,540 actually. Then you got the shark blue, and you have a python green. And then from there you can do custom colors, I guess whatever you wanted. And I guess the color's either a flat cost of $12,830 or maybe it starts there. I'm not really sure. At any rate, what color are we going to go with? Well, you know, they don't have the carmine red. They have a guards red. That 2016 we saw on Craigslist had a carmine red. At least that's what they wrote. They don't have that now. We're just going to go with the guards red. Wheel options, there seems to be one set of wheels. It is what it is, and that's what you get. But there are some wheel accessories. You can get the wheels painted in silver. You can get them painted in satin black, or you can get them painted in the aurum, which I might be mispronouncing. I selected the aurum, which I like to call, let's just call it like a bronze or something like that. And it's an exclusive, they're a $600 wheel option. They're never going to be cheaper. So if you're going to do the wheels, now's the time to do them. Moving on, we're looking at the interior colors and seats. So your standard interior here is partial leather or leather seats, and you get silver accent stitching on the seats and on the doors and all that stuff. If you want to bump up to these leather / race tech seats, and you get corresponding stitching, you know, like the yellow, the red, or something like that. I think maybe we might go with the leather Race Tech's interior in black with red stitching. I think that'll look pretty good. They want to add the deviated color stitching. That's a $1,500 option. Okay, and they're going to remove the original seats. So out the door, we're looking at $3,600 and change. All that, and the seats don't really look that much different, but there they are. We've got better seats. And then speaking of seats, we've got the Sport Seats Plus, or you can get the full bucket seats. I don't think we need the race seats. I don't know. I think they look cool, but probably on the day-to-day, you just don't need it. Okay, so from there, we've got a list of options, lots of options. Exterior, performance, lights and vision, interior leather, carbon fiber, race techs. Some of these things we'll skip over because, well, maybe we might not be interested in them, like, for instance, aluminum. I know that I'd rather have my interior in carbon fiber, so chances are there's nothing in aluminum that I want because it's probably either aluminum or carbon fiber, for instance. So I'm not going to choose any of these exterior options. I mean, there's like headlight cleaning systems. What color do you want the logos? Door handles in gloss black. To me, none of those things matter. Okay, moving on. Under performance, I didn't select anything. The 6-speed manual transmission is by default. You could bump up to the PDK, but I'd like to have a manual gearbox. You can do the chrono package with the preparation for lap trigger. I guess we should probably throw the chrono package in there for sure. Let's go ahead and throw that chrono package in there. I don't think we need the carbon ceramic brakes, and I don't think the brake calipers need to be in high gloss black. So under lights and vision, I skipped over everything, and I think the power folding exterior mirrors, I think that's cool. I want that. You can't retrofit that, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so moving on here, we're at the interior section, and it's just easier to go ahead and select these things first. So I did the steering wheel with the 12 o'clock marker in red. I did the 2-zone automatic climate control. I did the heated seats. Skipped over all this other stuff like fire extinguisher. What color do you want the climate control panel? I don't care about that kind of stuff. They've got all these different colors that you can do for your seat belts. And I guess maybe the seat belts in guards red might be cool, but for me, it's neither here nor there. I did do the instrument dials in guards red, as well as the chrono stopwatch dial in guards red. And then this stitching and deviated color was already selected when we upgraded the upholstery. Actually, you know what? I went ahead and did the seat belts and guards red. You can see that. You might as well finish off that whole motif. Everything is there. The door pulls are in red. It just kind of makes sense. And it's $360. Might as well just do it. So the last place we left off was at interior up here. I skipped over interior leather. There was nothing to do in there. I don't really care for the race techs more than what's already in the car, so that's fine. So skipping ahead to interior carbon fiber, I did all the trim in carbon fiber for an upgrade of $790. Okay, under audio and communication, because I skipped over interior aluminum because, well, I wanted carbon fiber, I selected the Bose surround sound system, and why not? I got the navigation, including Porsche Connect. I didn't get the Apple CarPlay simply because, well, I use an Android phone, and so that's just not relevant to me at this time. Finishing up, there's just Porsche scheduled maintenance plans. Nah, we don't need that. There's the delivery experience, like, do you want to go pick it up in Atlanta, Los Angeles, Zuffenhausen, or Leipzig, or something, Leipzig, something like that. And then there's extended individualization. So do you want to spend more money on, well, they don't show a price tag there. Color selection for stitching and deviated color, tech equipment, accessories. They don't even show pictures for other things. And since they can't even show us pictures, and tech equipment is accessories, these are things that you can get at any time after the sale. We don't need things like child seats, transport and protection, car care and accessories. We can skip over that stuff anyway. Let's jump over to the summary. $114,000 out the door. And that 2016 on Craigslist was $89,000. That one's a nice one, but I think I'll take this new one. It looks really, really nice. Love the bronze wheels. Love the bronze wheels. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this build and price review of the 2021 Porsche 718 Cayman GT4 helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.